Alright, so I swear everything in the universe is trying to prevent me from making this video. This is the third time I'm trying. My camera's been bugging out like hell, and my neighbor and just everybody will not let me do this video. Here I am, I'm going to give you my thoughts anyway. I might look like I'm shot to pieces camera-wise. Hopefully it's okay and salvageable, but here are my thoughts anyway. Now, I don't know how to talk about this show at all without spoiling it. I'd just be sitting here going, so then this thing happens, that makes this thing happen, and so people have to go this way to do this certain thing. You're not going to understand anything. So for people that haven't seen it, haven't seen the movies prior, give this a shot after you've watched everything chronologically, otherwise you'll get all confused. Otherwise, this was a surprise and I enjoyed it very much. Now, let's go spoilers. If you haven't seen it, now is your time to leave. This is it. And here we go. Spoilers in 3, 2, 1, go. So Avengers Endgame. Loki up and disappears with the Tesseract, and people like me were going, where'd he go? We're not going to get answers on that? At least I remember that when I walked out of the theater. There was so much going on in that cinema. A lot of people barely remember that part even happening. But now we get the answer to that in the form of the Loki TV show, which I was skeptical about at first, but I am 100% turned around on. Out of all the Marvel shows we've had so far, this has been the most intriguing pilot episode easy. It's been absolutely fantastic so far. So we're back with longer episodes, 50 minutes to an hour, and I'm all there, I'm all for it. I actually like it when the episodes are longer. I feel like you've got more time to really sink your teeth into it because you're only getting one bit a week. This version of Loki has become a variant in the timeline, and the time police come straight away to be like, hey, you have broken the timeline and you are no longer like canon, so come with us right now. We then meet Owen Wilson, who is here to try and save this Loki or convert him into being someone that can be used for good, where I'm assuming that him and Loki will jump through time at different points in time, trying to help and fix timelines and rectify things. That's kind of my idea on where this show is going. Especially at the end where Owen Wilson's like, oh, well, I need your help because we're hunting you. Hopefully with this we get a lot of different versions of Loki. I'd love to see different Lokis pulled from different points in the timeline and alternate universes. We're finally here with the multiverse stuff because this Loki has split off from the timeline. And it's a little bit of what I thought, that it would be underwhelming because we've been teased with it all in WandaVision before, but it still is very strong here. My favorite part of the episode easily has to be where Loki goes through the tape of his life and where his whole journey is supposed to go, and goes into the future and sees exactly what happened to him. With his mother, how he made up with Thor and Ragnarok, and everything that happens in Infinity War ultimately culminating in his death. It's my favorite scene for sure. You get to see those layers underneath the stern Loki that's here to rule. You get to see the person that's just feeling and emoting and crying because he still cares about his family deeply. He never wanted his mother to die, but has seen that he ultimately causes that and causes pain, and he'll never rule, and this is all he was ever supposed to be. It's hard having someone say, oh, you're the supporting character in something else, like a bigger picture that's going on. And seeing the visceral emotion from Tom Hiddleston, I absolutely love it. I don't know exactly what it is, but more like character beats and moments like that are what I've been drawn to. Another highlight was back in Falcon and the Winter Soldier when Bucky was trying to get over the trigger words in Wakanda. Probably my favourite scene there. I guess I just like seeing grown men cry, don't I? Something about swelling music and then them being pushed to their mental limit is really engaging to me and invests me more in these characters. But ultimately the episode is just, hey Loki, everything you know is wrong, and welcome to the Timekeepers and all these different variants and timelines, and just getting him to believe and be like, no, this is all nonsense, or it's magic or some shit. Loki does try an escape attempt at one point, finds a shit ton of Infinity Stones and realizes they're all useless here, and eventually wakes up to the fact that this is real and now this is going to be his future because he can't return to his timeline. I have heard the theory that Loki's going to experience all this, and then after knowing how timelines work and how things are supposed to go, is returned back to the timeline so that all kept in place. But I don't know about that. If you can see your death coming with Thanos, you're going to try and prevent it any way you can. Even so, I don't think that's going to happen. I really want to see a Loki that's split off the beaten path, and we'll just stick with this one. This show's basically an excuse for Tom Hiddleston to come back and have more work because, you know, Infinity War, he's dead. Aesthetically, the show's very pleasing. The humor has been outstanding so far, and the more dramatic moments and emotion and deep diving into who Loki is as a person and his psyche and why he does what he does, why he wants to rule, really fleshes the character out and it's just great all around. This whole pilot has been fantastic. I cannot wait to see episode 2 next Wednesday, which I will be there for. If you're new here, I don't grade shows based off of one episode or rate episodes, because ultimately an episode might have certain plot points and then by the end they're not resolved because it'll be resolved later down the line, and you might sit there and go, well, episode 1's terrible because it doesn't solve that issue. It will later. So I need the big picture and the full story to be able to go, yes, it was a good conclusion, it was a good this. Because sometimes, you know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean. I don't grade them until the show's done. So if you want to stick around, consider subscribing. More Loki stuff on the way. I've got too many things going on. I'm trying to tackle all the MCU, but then I'm doing the current MCU. It's all over the place. And then I got shark movies, which you guys love. And yeah, so consider subscribing if you want to stick around, watch more of these, or just other stuff on the channel. There's heaps. I tried doing a podcast the other week, and my audio quality was absolutely garbage, and I'm not going to subject you guys to that, so you might have to wait a little bit longer. But otherwise, hopefully I will see you next time when I talk about Loki again on Wednesday. I will be onto it this time. If I'm not onto it, I am very sorry, but you will get these videos. So if you've made it all the way through to the end of the video, you're a bloody legend, and hopefully I can see you guys next time when I'm talking about something else. Who knows? Could be anything. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.